What's up, guys? Coach Nick with Hot Shot Sports, and today I wanted to go over a tutorial of dribbling. Now, for many of you, I know you know how to dribble already, but there's a couple of nuances about it that I really want to make sure you guys know. The first is your hands. On your hands, we all have these finger pads, and actually this is the most important part of dribbling when it comes to your touch on the ball, even when shooting and passing. But since today's video is about dribbling, I want to focus on those. When you dribble a basketball and your hand touches the ball, the first thing to touch are your finger pads. Now, you're not supposed to palm the ball, which is bringing their hand and making sure that your palm is touching coming over. That's not a good sign that you're dribbling the ball correctly. You want to stay on top of the ball and make sure that those finger pads are doing all the work for you. The best dribblers barely touching the ball to get it to where it's got to go, whether it's passing, shooting, everything with their touch is really light. You want to be decisive with your decisions, but make sure that when you're manipulating the basketball, that it's all based on the finger pads. One other thing I want you to do is I'm going to give you a couple of dribbling sequences that I want you to try. Nothing hard, easy stuff here, but when you're dribbling, I want you to do two things for me. One, keep your eyes off the basketball. If your eyes are on the basketball, that means that your eyes are not on the defender, or your eyes are not on your teammates who could potentially be open and getting an opportunity to score. So the first dribbling sequence we're going to do is called 1-2 cross, and it's going to look just like this. I'm going to start with the basketball in one hand, any hand you'd like, and I'm going to bounce it a couple times, and then I'm going to cross over. So it'll look like this: 1-2 cross, 1-2 cross, 1-2 cross, 1-2 cross. Now notice when I do it, I'm giving it's a sequence that you can use in a basketball game. Another sequence could be just a back and forth or over and back dribble, which would just be over and back, over and back. Notice that when I'm doing these dribbling drills, though, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the camera and not at the ball. My knees are also bent. Now, a lot of times when we're dribbling, we're moving with the basketball. We're either going forward, possibly side to side, or in a retreat dribble where we're moving back. The relationship between your hand and the ball all starts with your eyes and with your brain. So please make sure that all of those things are on the same page. All right? And that's pretty much all you have to do. But I want you to try going 1-2 cross, 1-2 cross, over and back. Then after that, we can start getting a little fancy with putting the ball behind our back or potentially through our legs. But this is where the magic starts. Finger pads on the ball. Finger pads on the ball. And please remember, anything that you do with your left hand, you have to be able to do with your right hand. You do not want to become one-dimensional as a basketball player, especially when it comes to dribbling. Be safe.